Hello, welcome back to Tools of War.
Hello.
So we've got an exciting week this week on the channel. We've got the 10th edition rules have just been released. Leviathan is literally just around the corner, a few days from pre-order now, yep. and rules are starting to get released into the ether. So we thought, what better time than to...
we're jumping on the bandwagon.
We are jumping on the bandwagon, the 10th edition bandwagon. So there's enough information out now for us to sort of have a test game and see how things play out, see what we think of the new rules in preparation for the official launch. Mm-hmm. So Rob, you are going to take...
Yep, I am taking some Chaos Space Marines. We don't have the full rules for them yet, so I'm a little bit gimped here compared to Johnny, but it doesn't really matter. It's just for fun, and we're just trying the rules out.
Yeah, we're just testing things before the official release next week, and then we can get our proper teeth into it. But I'm taking Craftworlds. There's been a lot more information on the Craftworlds that's been released, so we do have a bit more focused information. The other thing is because Rob's stratagems haven't appeared and mine have, we're just going to play with the core stratagems from 10th. And I'm not going to use mine, so I don't have a stupid advantage.
It is until it starts losing, and then
and then I might throw out a Fire of Fade or something. But the other thing is points. We're not sure on points, so we've used sort of 9th edition points.
We're aiming for roughly 1,000 points.
It should be a pretty balanced army, but again, it's just for fun. We want to play about with the rules, give you guys some feedback on what we think, because all the rules are out there now. It's looking quite exciting. I would say, 9th was like 8.5, and I think this is a little evolution further.
Yeah, it's more iterative. It's 9.5.
Yeah, exactly. but the things that I've read, I think are positive. So we'll run through everything. And we'll have a play, and you guys can see what you think, and we'll give you our feedback. So, without further ado, we will come back with the lists. Okay, Rob, we've got your Chaos Space Marines. Yep. It's a bit of a theory list.
It's a little theoretical because, like I said, the only data sheet at this point that's been released is the actual Legionaries. So what I've done is I've taken a fairly basic list of just generic Chaos Space Marine stuff, and I've iterated off of their stats from 9th and their special abilities. So I've kept it fairly simple.
Let's run through them then, and you can talk through what your thoughts are on...
Yeah, cool. So to start with, for my HQ, my main character is the Chaos Lord in Terminator armour. For this guy, stat-wise, I've basically used the stats for the existing Loyalist Space Marine Terminator Captain. I've just changed his special rule slightly, because it doesn't work as standard. Yeah. It's reroll. So he's giving him reroll charges, which is what the standard Space Marine Captain has, and the other one is they can use a strat for free.
Yeah, and they should be pretty like for like with.
Like I said, it's stat wise, it's model wise, it's fairly similar. It's just spiky, so I figured that would work. I did it with the Terminators again. I've just used the Loyalist Terminator stats, but I've just given them accursed weapons and then changed the special rule from Ultimate Moment, which is what the normal one have, to a rule that says that they can have both the Dark Pacts at the same time. So I use a Dark Pact on them, I gain both Exploding Sixes and 6s Auto Wound, which seems alright. It's not, I wouldn't say it was too overpowered, it just works. It's what I can, do with what I've got. Other than those, in battle line we have 2 units of Chaos Space Marines, the guys for whom we do have stats.
Yep, they've got their data sheets out, haven't they? GW have released them. Yeah, and nothing too
nothing
unexpected.
Yeah, so it's just 1 unit of 5 with an autocannon, a Balefire Tome for a bit of psychic shooting, because the psychic shooting looks funny, and then a plasma pistol on the leader, so that I can hopefully blow myself up with hazardous and everyone can after me.
Yeah.
And the other squad is a unit of 5 again. These guys with chainswords, 1 guy with a heavy melee weapon, and then again cursed weapon and plasma pistol on the leader. And then attached to that unit is the Dark Apostle. I've got to go a little bit theory with this guy because again no chaplain rules have been released yet. So basically I've given him illusory supplication, but I've just made it so that he gives the unit stealth. So he can make the -1 hit basically. Yeah. It's pretty basic and simple, and it just seems to work for him. Yeah. And other than that, he's a bit of a melee beast. So 5 attacks, strength 6, -1, 2 damage. similar to how I was before. And then just said that he can auto pass battle shocks for the units he's in, so that they can use the Dark Pack for free. That just seems okay. Like I say, it's nothing super special. I'm just working with what I've got.
Yeah. We're tying it into 9th for now, aren't we?
Basically. This time I've taken a Hell Brute because it's fun and it doesn't get used much. So he has a twin-linked heavy bolter, so that I can use the twin-link rules, and then the power scourges. So in terms of him, stat-wise, his toughness 9, movement 6, so pretty slow, but 9 wounds, slightly more than a normal dreadnought. I think that seems about right. And for a special rule, I've just his normal special rule is that he rerolls wounds. So for this one, I've said that he gets +2 to his movement and +2 attacks in melee when he's damaged. Just lets him get into combat a bit quicker, and it seems like a fair rule to have.
Yep.
Like I said, just then behind them we have a Predator, completely basic. Just twin heavy bolters, twin las cannons, the storm bolters on top. No special rules on him. It's just a toughness 12. 11 wound tank,
Yeah, your standard. Pretty standard for.
So we have the rules for the Rhino, we have the rules for the Gladiator. So I sort of start-wise went halfway between them for them.
Yeah.
For him, it seems fine. And then we have a unit of 5 Havocs, 2 las cannons, 2 auto cannons, plasma gun on the leader. Start-wise, I kept these mostly the same as 9th. I've just put them so that the ballistic skill on the auto cannons is 2 and the ballistic skill on the las cannons is 3. So effectively, they're always shooting as if they're stationary.
Yep, which is, tied back to 9th.
Yeah, tied back to 9th, isn't it? And then finally, I have 8 Raptors for a bit of flying slicing. Again, this is just to test out the new fly rules, so I can get them on top of ruins and things. So I can show those off. Rules-wise, I've just given them a 6-inch aura of -1 battle shock tests when you're next to them, which is functionally what they had in 9th again.
It won't be too dissimilar with it, 9th, we assume.
Yeah, in 9th it was -1 leadership, so I've made it -1 to battle shock tests, because that just seems fair.
Yeah.
Beyond that, their stats are basically exactly the same as they were in 9th. So.
Which I don't think they were too dissimilar.
Yeah. So in 9th this is about 1,050 points, so hopefully it will be about that in 10th.
We think we've both gone with a similar amount of points, so it should be pretty even. We just know we have all the data sheets for mine, so it will make it easier. But this is a bit of theory and a bit of assumptions. But we get to see the rules, so it'll play out quite fun.
It's test out the core rules and have a bit of fun.
Yeah.
So if we're miles off base, then I apologise.
Who cares? Yeah. So we'll come back with the Craftworlds right away. Okay, we have my Craftworlds list. It's nothing snazzy. It's just nicely rounded, 1,000 points. We shall start with Azuman. He's a bit of a monster, actually. In combat, he will eviscerate people, but
we're having a nice friendly game. Then you bring a character with a 3-up invuln, so
yeah, he's pretty badass in combat, but now characters have less protection. It's a little bit concerning.
Yeah, that's true. To be fair, he will need that 3-up invuln save.
He will, and I don't dislike the new rule. So now, just to explain, you put your characters in with a unit that they're allowed to pair up with, i.e. bodyguards. That it says it on their data slate. And then they protect them, but when they're dead, you can't just pair them with another unit. So you can't just hide your characters anymore in a big blob of models, which, I mean, that's what 9th boiled down to, really.
Pretty much, yeah.
And you were hoping that your characters would just outlast and they could just throw out, like Dark Apostles or whatever, could just sit there all match. Just throwing out spells and doing what they wanted with no repercussions. So now I think that'll be an interesting sort of tweak with the new rules.
Yeah, so now there's no specific rule to protect characters. You can shoot at them pretty much willy-nilly.
Which is cool. So people will have to play a lot more conservatively with the characters or run the risk of losing them. So it should make it a bit more tactical.
I have a feeling Scott's not going to like that with his orcs.
Yeah. Yeah, so it'll be interesting. I've got him backed up by some Storm Guardians. They look like Dire Avengers, but I can assure you they are Storm Guardians. Nothing really fancy on the Storm Guardians. Then we'll go over to this Fire Prism. Yeah, the Fire Prism's had some awesome changes. It's an absolute monster now. We don't have 3. Well, we do have 3, but we're not bringing them obviously because it's a fun list. But now the linked fire is a lot better in my opinion. You can basically sit this out in the open, have 2 with visibility of this, and they can all shoot through it, which is cool. It was a stratagem before, but it's now built in, and the guns are a lot better. So I think we might be back to the 3 Fire Prism meta. Who knows? The gun's pretty monstrous. 18 strength, -4, 6 damage. By Predator.
And 2 shots, that will one-shot my Predator.
And it's got a built-in reroll for a hit and a wound, so it's gonna, it's pretty nasty. Then we have some Rangers. Again, they're a bit better at targeting characters now, so I don't think they were damage 2 before, and the damage 2 now with the snipers, so that's pretty good.
Nice.
They're a bit more of a threat with characters. Next we've got Wraithguard. We were just talking off camera, we're a bit unsure with Wraithguard. Basically the save has been increased, but they no longer have the reduced 1 damage, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out in this meta, whether they can survive.
They are infantry, so 2-up save. Cover would help.
But they've got an interesting thing where they can shoot back at people if they are shot at, and the guns are absolutely monstrous. Strength 14, -4, d6 damage, and devastating wounds. So they have the fire, but I get the feeling it might be a bit glass cannonair, but we'll see. Then I have a Warwalker. I put a Bright Lance, I think, and a missile launcher. I'll just double check that, but it's pretty similar to what it was before. They can scout, so they can do a 9-inch movement when they come on the board for free before the game. It's got 4-up invuln, so I think that's been buffed, and it reduces damage by 1, which off the top of my head wasn't in 9. So these could be pretty sticky. I think if the cost, we don't know the cost, but if the cost is right, they could be really good sort of for pushing up the board and just being a nuisance. So it'll be interesting, but they could be really expensive, so who knows. But then we've got some Strapping Scorpions. They were really good at the end of 9th. They were terrible in 8th. It will be interesting to see where they're at. They've got exploding hits, so they get on 6s. They get a +1 hit and devastating wounds in combat. So again, melee mulchers. Again, glass cannons, so it's a case of getting them in and hoping they don't die. They are infiltrators, so they're quite mobile, which is good. And then lastly, last 2 things, we've got Viper. They were pretty cost effective in 9th, so it'll be interesting to see what they're like in 10th. And then we've got a Farseer Skyrunner. This guy's a bit gimped for me because we're not using the Strands of Fate dice, because it would be highly unfair because Rob doesn't have his innate army buff, so I'm not going to use mine. But the Farseer does enhance that. But he does have guide now, that's built in. Obviously, for those who don't know, the Psychic phase no longer exists in 10th edition. The Psychic spells are built into the offensive psychic spells are built into the shooting phase, and then you have other spells which are more like targeted abilities now. So like this guy has guide, which was a psychic spell before, which you use on the command phase and put it on one of your units. So it's not too dissimilar, but certainly the offensive spells you don't get your smites, etc. now. He's for instance got Eldritch Storm, which 24 inches, d6 attacks. Hitting on 3, strength 6, -2, d3 damage. That's a spell, so it's a really effective spell. And then he's got his own shooting on top of that, so it's slightly different in 10th, but it'll be interesting to see how it pans out. The likes of Farseers and some of the Craftworld mages were extremely powerful, so I'm not sure whether they will retain that in.
Yeah, so I suspect that many Thousand Suns players are nervous right now.
Yeah, I've seen some of the data slates for some of the psychic armies, and there's a lot of discord in some of the groups. But it's hard to say until A, we see the points, and B, we see the whole armies and like what their abilities are built in. So it's a bit too early to judge. I think people are worrying a bit too much. But yeah, it's going to be hugely different for. I mean, these guys they're not centered wholly around psychic, so it may affect them, but not to the extent of like Thousand Suns and Grey Knights, the ones that it will be vastly different. So it'll be interesting to see. So I will stop wobbling on. We will come back with the mission, and then we will start slapping each other about 10th edition style.
Yay.
Okay, Rob, take us through the mission.
Yep, no fancy overlay for this one, because we don't have them yet.
Yep.
So we are doing the basic mission out of the core rulebook that they've given us, which is Only War.
Yep.
It's a very simple one. Right, we do it, it's on a 44x6 full-size battlefield for the 1,000 points we're doing. So
here we
I'll
are.
set it up above. The first thing we do before we start is that we set up objective markers, and you can see them here. We rolled off to determine who did it first. I won, so I placed the first one, and I placed the first one here.
Yep.
And then Johnny placed the second one. I think he's over here
just
behind here.
Yep.
Just mirroring me. And then I placed my second one here in this deployment zone. Sorry, safe here.
And then I didn't do anything snazzy.
Yeah, I just put one simple there.
So I mean, you could try and gamble.
Down. Yeah, just way down one side of the board, but we haven't
risky.
Yeah, we haven't rolled off to determine who goes on which side yet. So you can stick all the objectives on one side of the board, and then your opponent just goes, "Yeah, I'm having that one." So.
Yeah.
Right. Now that this is set up, we now roll off to determine attacker and defender. I do.
I am green.
You're a 2. I am a 3, so I am the attacker. Ooh. Right, at this point, we now declare battle formations, which is just when you decide what's going into reserve, where your leaders are attached, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, my Terminator captain is obviously attached to my Terminators, and they're going into deep strike.
Yep.
Other than that, everything else is just going on the board as normal. Oh yeah, you saw it in the pre-battle thing, but my Dark Apostle is attached to my melee legionaries. Simple as that.
Yep. And for me, Azuman is attached to the Storm Guardians. He is allowed. I don't know the points wise, but I would like to put my my Wraith Guard and my Fire Prism in reserves. But you can only in 10th you can only do 25% power. Not power level anymore. It's points. I'm not sure whether that might be too much.
It might be slightly over.
I think it might be.
I think it's like 185 for a wave surface.
Yeah,
that one is nearly a quarter of your army.
Yeah, so let's say I'll leave the Wave Serpent on the board and risk it and hope I can hide it somewhere. That's
cool thing.
Yeah.
Cool. Putting the Wraith Guard in reserve.
Yep.
Cool. Alright. Now we've done that, we start deploying. So
we will be back.
Starting with the attacker, which is me. So we'll be back.
You need to pick a side.
Yeah, I do need to pick a side. I'm going to pick this side.
Okie dokie.
There we go, nice and easy.
Cool, we'll be back. Okay, Rob, you deployed first, or did I deploy first? I think you put down first.
Yeah, I put down the first unit.
We'll do from your rear.
So I've got the Havocs and the Raptors just on this objective here, ready to jump out into the mid-board and either shoot or slash anyone who gets too close.
Yep.
As simple. My vehicles are up behind this big obscuring lump of cover to avoid getting fire prism. Turn one.
Pew!
And again, same with my 2 units of Marines. So again, just hiding behind here, ready to move up into positions to take some shots at these knife-eared scum on the other side of the table as soon as the opportunity presents itself. Nice and simple. And of course, my Terminators and my Captain are in deep strike. Of course, why would I not put them there?
Yep.
Simple as that.
And so, one of the new rules, well, it is sort of a rule before, but it's a new one. I can now infiltrate with some of my units. So the Striking Scorpions have infiltrate, which means I can deploy them anywhere outside of 9 inches from Rob's deployment. So they are tucked in this rocky crag.
Taking cover.
And then we have some snipers looking epic, might I add, just perching over the building. They're going to try and snipe.
Yep.
Some
They're going to
guys.
try and take advantage of the new plunging fire rule.
Yes.
That's why they're up
So he also has. He doesn't have infiltrate. He has scout. So scout it was a rule, but now it's baked in. 9-inch movement before the game starts. But I don't know whether I'll use it. He does benefit from cover, so I think I'm just going to use him as a bit of a shooty, annoying nuisance rather than pushing him up and risk him getting into combat. They're not great in combat. Viper, just hiding again, waiting to see what happens, who goes first. These guys are hiding, they can't be seen. The Fire Prism is hiding, can't be seen, and so is the Farseer. So just again, usual shenanigans of trying not to give too much away to your opponent on the first turn. My Wraith Guard are in Deep Strike, in Strategic Reserve, sorry. So yeah, okay, we shall roll to see who goes first.
Yep. Fresh dice for this.
Do you want to go first?
Yep, I'll roll it. I don't know, to be fair.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Either or works for me. The 2. I don't think I am. Oh! Try again. Oh, I missed them. That was a 3.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a 3.
That's a 1.
Yep. I guess
I mean, in the new 10th edition rules, it does mention that if you don't hit the dice tray, it doesn't count. But that's not an in-house rule, so I'll let you off.
Oh, thank you.
Right, so we will come back with Chaos Space Marines turn 1. Anything to add before we start?
No, I don't think we've gone over the mission rules yet. It's very, very simple for this one. There's 4 objectives on the board. Basically, at the end of each of our command phases, you score 1 point for each one you hold, up to a maximum of 3.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah, so this game's just for fun.
There's no secondaries.
There's no secondaries. We're just going to shoot each other up, see some of the units, and then just do a little review of our thoughts. So it's not really a competitive in any manner because who knows? Yeah, with only objectives to hold,
I mean, for all we know,
there's little skill.
For all we know, Johnny has 2,500 points of Eldar there.
But yeah, hopefully. Pew pew. Yeah, so we will come back with Chaos Space Marines turn 1. Okay, Rob, turn 1.
Cool, yep, nice and simple. Everyone's just advanced forward. No great strategy here. We're just getting in as soon as we can because that's what we enjoy. Blood and slaughter. So I've jumped the Raptors forward here to get an early first turn charge onto these exposed striking Scorpions. I'm gonna check afterwards and make sure they don't have fight first because if they do, that's going to go really bad.
We don't think they do, but if they do, well, I'll double check. But if they do, Rob will be retreating and not doing that move. But we'll do that. We'll come back to that. So
yep. Other than that, the Pavaks are just staying on this objective at the back here. There's no real good target.
They can't see anything, can they? They can't do anything.
Tag that objective, hang about, not die for a turn. Hellbrutes moved up in the middle to just ping a few heavy bolter shots on those rangers up there. Can't really see anything else. I've got him as behind cover as I can, so he's as protected as he can be. I've advanced the unit with the Dark Apostle in, just get them forward, just try and get in Johnny's face as early as I can. Try and get some punching going. With the -1 hit from the Apostle from stealth and a guy standing in cover, they should be a little more resilient. Hopefully they don't die too quickly. The other normal unit of Marines has just to tag the objective, and the autocannon just stuck his head out so we can get some shots off on that Warwalker, which is the same as the Predator has done again. Just come around this corner, get some shots off on the Predator, try and get some first blood. Nice and simple.
Yeah. It's with a 1,000 point game, it's difficult because if you do massive damage in turn 1, it will probably cripple me. But
true, but on the other hand, you do have some really horrible units that I can't get to. So
yeah,
could go either way.
Yeah.
Right.
So we
go on to the psychic. Oh wait, no psychic phase now.
No psychic phase anymore. It does not exist. So
straight on to shooting.
Yep, straight on shooting.
Yep, I'll skip my stuff.
Okay, they don't have a fight first ability. We've established. We didn't think they did, but we just wanted to point it out.
It's all new after all.
So 7 of these Raptors are going to put bolt pistols into the striking Scorpion.
Yeah, try to soften them up a bit before we get in there. So 7 shots, hitting on 3s. If I want to do badly one, it would have been this one. Also, I completely forgot to use my Dark Pact on this, but it's not a big deal. So that is 3 hits. They are strength 4. Your guys
toughness 3.
So it's 3 to wound.
Squishy Elder.
So 2 wounds. No minus, of course. These are just bolt pistols.
No minus.
Just
just 3 ups.
Oh god, that's the poor start.
That's do you know what? Striking Scorpions never ever do well for me. Never. Ever. Ever. Right, I will move them too, so they're a little bit further away.
Fair move. They're only 1 wound each.
They are only one
dear.
wound each.
That's poor.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So for my next bit of shooting, we'll do the Hell Brute. He's just going to put his heavy bolter up into the ranges up here. Because they are stealthy, he is -1 to hit.
Yes, they do have stealth.
So this is a twin linked heavy bolter, so it has sustained hits 1. So 6 to hit explode. I'm actually going to remember to use my Dark Pack this time. So I'm going to use that to give him lethal hits when his 6 to hit auto wound. Right, so 3 shots hitting on 4s. 6s are good. Pew! So 2 misses.
Balances out. Well,
that
he
is
doesn't.
1 hit, which
explodes.
So it does that exploding hit wound. It's strength 5, T3, I presume. So 3's to wound, yeah. So 2 wounds. It's -1.
Why did one?
Damage.
Sorry, why did one auto wound?
It's my Dark Pact. It means I can pick. I pick from either sustained hits 1 for the attack, or I get to pick from precision hits. So that is 6 hit auto wound. Because he has sustained hits 1 on the heavy bolter by default, there's no point in using that. So yeah, just use the auto wounds one.
So my guys have a 5 up save. They are in cover. So
4 up.
4 up.
To 5 up.
But it is a 5 up invuln anyway. So
So for some higher rolls.
5s. Oh my word!
Please try and get all the bad rolls out of the way early.
Oh my word!
Very unlucky here. Oof. Alright. So
I mean,
just move straight on.
If
The auto cannon. So just we'll do the these Marines here. I'm just going to fire their auto cannon from this guy into the War Walker over here. It is. Let me just pull up the stats. I apologize, I had my stats ready, and then I didn't have my stats ready when it mattered because I am a failure at life. Where have they gone? Come on now.
like I said in the build-up, I think War Walkers could be sleeper OP if they are priced cost effectively.
Oh, I actually forgot something. Sorry, because I Dark Packed on this dude, I need to take a battle shot test on him. I always forget this, it's really irritating. So the standard leadership on all Marines is basically 6+, so on 6+, he's fine. He's okay.
Fine.
Yeah, if I'd failed that, he would have taken in D3 mortal wounds.
That's a shame.
So right, we'll go on to the autocannon then. So he's 2 shots into this guy. I'm hitting on 3s because I moved. And I both missed. Cool.
Very nice.
Good talk, well done. Alright, and then finally move on to the Predator.
So this is the one we want you to miss.
Yes, this is the one I want to miss. I'm just check range on the heavy bolters. I am well out, so it's just the las cannons. I'm also destroying the terrain. Twice.
Well, you are.
Right, so 2 shots with the las cannons. I am going to remember to Dark Pact again this time. I'm going to do the exploding 6s one. So any 6s to explode.
So we don't want to see any 6s.
Yeah. So 2 shots hitting on 3s. 1 miss, but that one hit does explode.
So he's toughness 7, so wounding
strength
on
12 on a las cannon, so wounding on 3s now. That is 1 wound.
Okay.
I'm not going to bother re-rolling though on. It's D6 plus 2 damage.
What's the AP now on Laz? I think that will have been...
It's AP 3.
Really?
Cannons, yeah.
Even in the new edition?
Yeah, even the new edition. All last cannons variations of last cannons I've seen have all been AP 3.
Right, so my save is 3 up. He is in cover, so it's 2 up.
Yep.
I mean, he does have a 5 up in... Oh, no, it's a 4 up in Vun.
Oh, 4 up in one, there you go.
Very nice, that's what I mean. They could be... Of course, I roll a 3.
Helps if you make a save.
Do I want to use
this is where
CP?
CP matters. I don't know if anybody knows, but in the new 10th edition, you start with 0 CP, and you get 1 at the start of your turn.
So we both have 1
yes,
CP.
and they are precious because some of the strats are really good. So
is it worth the? How? I mean, what is it? Just a flat 6, D6.
It's D6 plus. Yeah, D6 plus 1 for a last cannon. So if you -1 damage.
-1 damage.
Yeah, so just D6.
And I have 6 wounds. I've got to. I think I have to. My rolling has been.
There we go. So
okay. So he
shot bounces off his shields. That is all my shooting because nothing else can see right now.
Well, to save time, we might as well just roll straight into combat.
Charge phase.
You probably need a 5 or a 6 now.
Yep, feel free to measure.
I think I would say a 5 would get...
5 to get within an inch, yeah. So this hasn't changed, it's still within an inch, so...
maybe.
Yeah, 5. Yeah, so it's a 5, barely.
Yeah, okay.
Cool. So, here we go. Eating a 5. Go on, Howard. Go on, Raptors. Oh, they're in the 9.
They're in. This
Right.
could be painful.
Yeah, so we'll move them in directly. So, in the new charge phase, you have to move in to be in base contact where possible. I'm sure there's still some shenanigans you can pull here to get route where you want to do. But
there seem to be fewer though. They've tightened up the rules a lot with consolidating and piling in and stuff. So you have to pile into the closest enemy model. So you can't do it like you could in 9th edition, where you could come up with all sorts of.
Yeah, I can't quite get them all in here because there's not enough room. So
now then, are they?
Falling over. Cool.
We'll call it wobbly model. Syndrome.
Yeah, it's just because these guys' bases are smaller than they should be.
Yeah.
So I've just put them further back slightly.
So,
right. So how this works now is that second ranks fights if they are touching the base of someone who is also touching the base, which is what I'm trying to do here. But with the big rocks, it's kind of difficult to do. So I've got 1 in here, 2 in here, 3 in here. He would be touching him if their bases were the right size. Yeah, he would be.
That's fair.
And then he's in touching him, and that's it.
Yeah.
Nobody else can get in. And he's.
I think he's touching him, isn't he?
Yeah, he's touching him.
Yeah.
So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in combat, and the power fist on the other guy.
Yep.
So
it's gonna hurt.
Right, cool. I'll get some dice and we'll come back with this roll.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yep. Okay. One thing we forgot again. I just need to roll for my Dark Pact for the Predator because I keep forgetting this. It's really irritating. Again, 6 up because there you go. It's an 11. So easily passes that battle shock. Right, so and I am going to again Dark Pact with these guys, and lambast me in the comments if I forget to do the roll afterwards again because I keep.
I'll remember.
Yep. Right, so I'm going to do the 6's auto wound one because I think I've got plenty of attacks here. So this is from 5 guys, 4 attacks each with chain swords, hitting on 3s.
Pretty good.
Not bad. Hup.
Couple of 6's auto wound there.
Yep. We'll just put those to one side, and then all these wounds.
So I'm only toughness 3 again.
Yeah. On
the epitome of glass cannon, really. Ooh.
Not amazing, but
not amazing.
When you've only got 3 guys left, it's like
and one wound each, apart from the exarch.
So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wounds. A -1.
4, 6, 8. So they'll be saving on. They're saving on a 4 up. So I shall have to roll these individually, unfortunately, because the exarch's got. I can roll them in 2s, can't I?
There you go.
Okay,
right.
2.
Solid start.
Yeah. 4.
Start. They're going to fail on the last 2 just to crush you.
6. Oh. Well, one of them survives.
One goes down.
Well.
Yep.
That was utterly ridiculous.
Very lucky. All right.
That was utterly ridiculous. Right, I get to attack back.
No,
I will pass.
Sorry, I have my power fist.
Oh, okay.
Leader with the power fist as well. He's going in 3 attacks hitting on 4s because it's a power fist. He hits twice. The one does auto wound because of the pact, and then this one he'll be a 2 because it's strength 8. So yeah, that is 2 more wounds. These are -2.
-2, so 5 ups.
Ooh.
Saves 1. One goes through, so it just kills 1.
Right. Now that the attacks are finished, I will remember the Dark Pact.
Yes, so Dark Pact.
6+, and their leadership just passes it. All right. There we go.
Been a bit lucky with that. Over that many rolls. Right. Let me get my dice. I will come back. Okay. Because the exarch is going to attack with the Scorpion's Claw. So this is sustained hits 1. So if I get 6s, the hits explode. And these are also devastating wounds because of Mandiblasters. So again, if I wound on a 6, it's a mortal wound. The wounds turn into mortal wounds. So pretty nasty in combat.
Except when you
apart from if you roll terribly. Let me just check what. Yeah, that is on a 4. Oh my word! So they are all misses.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Ugh.
Oh dear.
So
I think you need to get a new colour of dice for turn 2.
I think I do. He will suffer from what is it? Battle shock now.
Yeah, it's done at the beginning of your turn.
Yeah, we'll do it next. So we will come out with the Craftworlds turn 1. Ravaged, I think is the word. Okay, we are back with my turn 1. We'll just do the command phase shenanigans. We'll start with this. So Battle shock, the way it works is if you lose more than 50% of your troops or your starting quota, or you lose the equivalent wounds.
Basically, it's from every turn when you're below 50% strength you have to roll.
Yeah. So these guys lost 2 wounds of 5, so they're okay. These guys lost 4, so they are not okay. So essentially, his leadership is 6. I have to roll over a 6 on 2d6.
It's a 7 up you need because the Havocs have -1 to battle shock tests.
It's not, so he does fail.
He is battle shocked.
So what that means is he no longer has objective control. He loses objective control. He cannot fall back. If I fall back, he has to take. Basically, I can't remember the exact words, but
it's a desperate escape test.
Desperate escape, something like that.
Yeah, based on a 1 or a 2, he dies.
He dies, yeah. And there's one other rule for battle shock, which I can't remember what it is. Yeah, you
can't do any strats on him.
Yes, that's right, yep. So he's basically...
useless and fairly helpless at the moment.
Yeah.
Unless you can pass 1 next turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, we will come back with movement. Okay, I've finished moving. Gone a bit gung-ho, but it's a bit of fun. Fire Prism has moved round. He's got sight on these 3 units. He can't see the Predator, but that's not an issue. The Farseer, somewhat suicidal run, but again, he's got options. These guys have moved up. These guys are in trouble, but we shall see what happens. They haven't moved. The Viper has moved up, is within range of the objective, and the War Walker has moved up, so he can use his 24-inch weapons as well as his Eldari missile launcher.
Indeed. And as that was the end of your movement phase, I spent 1 CP on rapid ingress, and I have teleported my Terminators in behind these lines here.
So this is a cool new stratagem. It's a bit of a risk-reward. There's a few stratagems now which sort of give you an advantage but also a disadvantage, which I think is a really cool mechanic. So basically, Rob spent a CP, he's dropped them in. The problem with Terminators is you deep strike them and then you've got a 9-inch charge, which is less than 50% chance of getting in.
So with the
and if you fail, they're rubbish.
Yeah, so with my Captain Straw Lord in there, I've got a re-roll for the charge, but even then it's a 50-50 odds at best. So now with this, I've teleported them in on just before Johnny's shooting phase, which does mean he can shoot them, and he could theoretically countercharge them if he wanted to. But when it comes to my turn, assuming they're still alive, I'm free to move them and shoot normally. So
yeah. So, like I say, risk reward is cool. It gives people options because the deep strike and having 9-inch charge was just. It was more often than not unsatisfying. So I like this new sort of tactic you can take. Whereas Rob is risking it all. If I can't kill them, it's in his benefit. If I kill them, he looks stupid.
Yeah, I was wasting my Terminators.
Yeah. So, last thing, this should have been done in the command phase, but we'll do it now. So the Farseer can cast Guide on anyone who was in 12 inches. So he was next to the Fire Prism. Yep. It's not the best target because the Fire Prism gets a reroll of a hit and a wound anyway, but they are damn big hits. So it does go off on a 2. So he has reroll full hits and 1 wound.
Very nice.
Yes. So I will decide what I want to shoot, and then we will come back with some guns. Right. So just one thing, I want to shoot these guys. It's still technically the command phase, so I need to do a desperate escape for this guy to fall back because he's failed battle shock now. It's sort of he can die. So I have to roll 1d6 per model. There's only one. On a 1 or 2, he dies, which he will.
Nope,
he didn't,
he's all right.
So he can move 7 inches, so he just moves away from...
Cool.
Yep, okay, we will commence. So I'll start with my Storm Guardians. They are only 12 inches, so they'll just put everything... So 4 shots. into
the Raptors.
the Raptors. It's actually 4 because one's got the fusion cannon, the leader's got the fusion cannon. So, hitting on 3s. Do they have a reroll from the Farseer?
Or Asserman, do either of them give them rerolls?
Asserman definitely will, won't they? That's a fair point.
And our rerolls are technically a little rarer at the moment, but we'll see.
Well, it's mostly leading a unit, reroll 1. So he can't. No, so it's just within that unit. He does have a rule that he can use Overwatch for 0 CP, and they deep struck, so he will do that. That does make...
No reason not to.
Yep. We'll do that.
We saw that afterwards.
Yeah. So, 3 hits.
Yep.
That is strength 4.
Yep, T4, so 4s.
So, 2 wounds, -1.
Anything special for your 6s? Is it just normal now?
Assault pistol.
Alright, cool. So,
Yeah, that's a shame actually, because they were rending before, weren't they? But
yeah, cool. Now go on. I'm in cover, you can't see the whole thing, so back onto 3s.
Ooh.
I fail both, so that is 1 Havoc gun down.
That's 1 Havoc gun down.
Ugh.
And then the Melter does hit, so this will be wound on 2s. Just -4 d6 damage.
Cool, so need a 6. I don't get a 6. He's so dead.
He was dead anyway, I think, wasn't he? Because he's Melter 2, so it would be flat 3 damage.
Yep. There we go.
Okay,
Lovely.
that's them shot. So we can do Ashuman. We'll do his free Overwatch into the Termis.
Yeah, cool. Let's do that now.
So I can't Overwatch anything again.
Yep, this turn.
So it's called Tactical Acumen. Once per turn, you can target this model's unit with the fire Overwatch stratagem. You can do so even if you've already used that stratagem on a different unit in that phase. So you can use it twice. So I'm guessing the whole unit counts as him as well.
Yes, he is the whole unit.
Yeah. So he gets 6 attacks.
So this is Asman himself, yes?
Yes.
He's shooting back at the Terminators.
Yeah. Will he be allowed to shoot again?
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, this is technically happening at the end of your movement phase.
Yes.
Because of the Overwatch.
Yeah, because they dropped in, but just the 1.
Very nice. T5 on a Termi.
Strength 4.
It needs 5.
No.
Alright, cool.
But that is not what he's good for. Cool. So
you might as well shoot all your pistols with these guys again as well. Of course, again, you would have technically done this before. You did that shooting
so
around,
they'd be allowed to shoot. Yeah,
we'll do it again anyway. So
we'll do the pistols.
So 6s.
No,
nothing.
And then the melter gun.
I can feel a 6.
Ooh, I saw it. It's a 1.
It's a 1.
They do get the rerolls.
Oh, that is fair, yeah. So try again.
Yeah.
There we go.
Tough strength 8.
Yep, so 2s.
Yeah,
wounds, and then
-4.
I need a 6. I don't get a 6, so that is...
It just kills one,
I was
doesn't
on
it? 3 damage. It was into them, because they deep struck, didn't they?
Would your fusion pistol be able to see them?
Good point.
We'll assume you stop that way.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm going to take one of the ones on tiny bases because they annoy me. There we go.
Yeah,
cool.
I'll move them back into there. Cool. Right, Rangers. So they can target characters now.
It's moved up so they can just see around that hill into my Dark Apostle.
So 3 shots. Hitting on 3s, all hit.
Nice.
Strength 4.
Yep, T4, because that's what it always has.
2 wounds.
Does that 6 do anything?
Heavy and precision.
So no.
So they're actually hitting on 2s. Did I miss one?
What's their standard ballistic
No, I
skill?
hit them all.
Yeah.
Ballistic skill 3.
Yeah, so it'll be 2s if they didn't move.
Yes.
Well,
Which they did move.
Yeah, they had to move to get into position. So just 2 roll through. So minus.
-1.
Up to be 4 up either way. So first one makes it. Second one saves it. It was worth a try.
So these guys have shot. He's shot.
He shot Overwatch. He hasn't shot his normal shot yet.
Yeah, so he can do 6 shots. So he'll put that into these guys. He's not really gonna.
Yep.
2, 4, 6.
Oh yes, these guys are -1 for stealth. I nearly forgot because of the dark obscuration.
Do you think he gives He probably gives hit rolls for himself now, doesn't he? Because the wording is each time a model in this unit makes an attack.
Yeah, he's part of the unit.
Hit roll.
Yes,
yeah.
so he will get the bonus himself.
So 6.
So I'm on -1 to hit for whatever difference that makes.
So 2 misses, not great. Strength 4.
Yep, T4. Just the one.
Just the 1, -1, 2 damage.
Cool. You can't see the whole of my unit, so I do get cover. So I am back onto a 3. You said -1.
Yeah, just
failed it anyway. 2 damage.
Yep.
Cool. Boom! Another guy. Marine goes down. Excellent. All right.
So
Now the heavy shooting, I guess.
yeah. Now the fire prism. Let's go with the big gun just for
big booms.
just for ridiculous fun. 2 hits. I could split fire, but then what am I going to split fire into? There's nothing really, is there? So we're just going to see a little crater where that guy used to be, in theory.
Shooting down there. Cool.
So he has guide on him, so re-rolling 1s.
Thankfully.
Oh
dear.
God.
What do you hit on?
He hits on 2s. Yeah, he hits on 2s.
Cool.
2 attacks. Sorry, ballistic skill 3.
Yeah, so it's on 3s.
Yes, that's what I meant.
That was unlucky.
That was pitiful.
Well. Yeah, and I don't like it when you blame your dice, but good God, your dice are messing with you tonight.
Well, no credit there. Right. Okay, so we've still got this guy.
This fella there. Who we going with?
Sorry. Got to get his step line up. Where are you, Farseer? So he's got Eldritch Storm, which is 24-inch D6, -2. I mean, that's good in the Terminators. I've got to put that into the Terminators, I think, because it's so good.
Fair.
And then he's got a a Singing Spear. And a Twin Shuriken Catapult. Twin Shuriken Catapult into these boys. Singing Spear is Psychic, but it's Strength 9, so it's ridiculous, but it's got no AP, so it's not really going to do it, I guess, into them as well. So we'll do Eldritch Storm last, so we'll do Twin Shuriken Catapult into those boys. So Twin Linked, just remind me, Rob.
Reroll wounds for Twin Linked.
Reroll wounds, so hitting on 3s. Strength 4.
Yep, T4, so 4s. Rerolling, didn't need it.
Anyway. Yep.
Minus
so he's -1.
Cool.
1 damage. 3.
Again, got dude on cover. Is it 1 damage?
Yeah.
You say, yeah, cool. So we'll do 2 at a time. The guy in cover. 3 up.
Saves
them both. And takes a wound.
The Singing Spear. The Singing Spear is only 12 inches, so yeah. I don't think they're in 12 inches, so it would have to be these guys. It does go off.
Yep, hits them.
Strength 9.
2s, definite wound.
No, minus.
No AP, yeah. They're on cover, so I'm saving on a 2. Only just. Okay, cool.
And then his...
Is it spell time?
No, he's still got a shuriken. No, you can't use a pistol. That was a spell, actually. So he can use his shuriken pistol.
Is that technically a spell?
Yeah. Assault Psychic.
Yeah, you fired the shuriken cannons, though. Or shuriken catapults.
So would you...
You'd throw your Singing Spear, you'd fire your shuriken catapults, and you'd fire off your Eldritch Storm. They're the 3 attacks you can use.
Okay, right.
So you're just doing your Storm now.
Storm, D6.
Is this on the Termis?
Not the best.
That doesn't count.
No. 3 ups.
All hits.
All hit, strength 6.
T5, so 3s.
Oh my word.
Oh.
Could it get any worse? Right, that's his done. And then I've got my 2 biggies. So, but we know what the other ones have done. So, I got an Eldari missile launcher.
Where do you want to lob it?
I'll put it into these boys. Just try and soften them up.
Cool.
I'll put everything into them, so I can I'll do 2 at the same time from these guys.
So everything into them.
Yep.
Q.
So 2 Eldari missile launchers, Starshot ones. So hitting on 3s. Both hit. Strength 10. So 2s.
Both wound.
-2.
Cool. For cover wise,
Main in cover.
I'll get cover from the Viper because you can't see the entirety of my unit from there. They're behind the wall. I wouldn't get that from the Walker though because it can see over and can see the whole unit. So do the one that I don't get cover for first.
-2.
So 4 up.
He does save it.
He does save it. And then the other one is a 3 up because I have cover because of the battlefield debris, and I save that one as well. Yeah, don't swap dice. Cause
And then shuriken cannons, so 6 attacks, 3, 6. Hit on 3s. And this is sustained hits, so they explode, don't they?
They do explode, yeah.
So it balances itself out. Strength 6.
Yeah, so 3s again.
So that is 6 wounds. -1.
There was a 2 there.
Was that?
Yeah, there was 1 2 there.
Oh, apologies.
That's cool. It's fine. Ooh, is this coming from both of them or?
Yeah, this is from
cool.
both of them.
So what we'll do is we'll do the 2 that I do get cover from the Viper, minus.
-1.
Cool. So this is just on 2 ups. Mix them both, and then these other 3 are 3 ups because I do not get cover. Save them all apparently.
Right. That is my shooting over. I don't think... Did I even wound anything?
You wounded a couple. You killed 3 raptors, 1 marine, and wounded 1 other marine.
Lovely.
Yes, you were dreadfully unlucky there.
Right. Okay, we'll come back with combat. Okay, desperate times lead to desperate measures. I'm going to try something sneaky in 10th. There's a new stratagem, which is like I can't remember the exact name. It's like tank. What's
tank
it called?
shock.
Tank shock. So you can like it's like ramming speed used to be. It's a new form of ramming speed that all vehicles can do. So he's going to charge into these guys. If he can survive and keep them in combat, it's unlikely, but if he doesn't, I'm knackered anyway.
Fair, you have the improved toughness of vehicles.
Yeah.
With the exception of the chain fist in there, they're not specifically anti-vehicle.
And he's got the minus. He's got the dreadnought
negative
damage. So
it could work for you.
He needs. In fact, I'll do him last because I want to do the others because he needs a 2. Yeah, that's what I could have done. These guys probably need a 4 or 5, 5, 6.
Yeah, maybe less from the central
6.
guys. Yeah, I'll get him in easy.
Good. And then this guy needs a 9.
So yep, it's here.
It's an 8. And I cannot CP it because...
You had 2 left, you spent 1, so you got 1 left.
Yeah.
Oh no, you haven't spent 1, you got 2, sorry, my mistake.
I do have 2, but
got
how
2,
much
sorry.
is tank shot?
1.
Okay. Then we shall...
Let me check that so I don't mess you up. It is 1 CP,
Okay,
yes.
so I can try and do it. It's
A is in.
A.
And then we spend 1 CP on tank shot, brings you down to
Yep.
0.
Okay, so tank shock, the way it works, you factor your strength. Do you want to read the exact wording, Rob, so we get it right?
Right. After you've ended a charge move, you select 1 enemy unit within an engagement range.
Ta-da!
Then you select 1 melee weapon your unit is equipped with. Roll a number of dice equal to the weapon's strength. If it's greater than the enemy's toughness, you roll 2 additional dice. Then for each 5 up, you do a mortal wound to them.
Yeah. So my strength is 5 because I've got Warwalker feet.
And my toughness is 5 as a Terminator, so you just roll 5 dice.
And then any 5 ups, mortal wounds. I get 1. Not worth it, but I mean, if he survives, it's worth it. Basically, it's more of a nuisance tactic. I don't think he'll survive, but who knows? Okay, so Warwalker feet.
Are you attacking over there first? Yeah.
I might as well.
Might as well go for it.
Yeah. Unless you're going to interrupt.
Nah, it's fine, go for it. I only have 1 CP.
Strength 5. So 1 wound, no AP, so 2 up.
Yep, saves it. I'll adjust that. Cool.
To be expected, these guys.
These guys are just moving in over there. Shove them in now. I'm not bothering to overwatch or anything, it's not really worth it.
Yep. Okay.
Here we
Should we just start with Azuman and just see the power of him?
Let's do it.
Yeah, so 6 attacks. So he has devastating wounds. So hit on 2s.
Rerolling ones.
Rerolling 1.
Oh.
Strength 6.
Yep, T4 of course, so 3s. 6s are good.
So that is 3 mortal wounds.
Youch. Yep.
And then the other 3 are -3 D3 damage.
So 1 mortal wounds, mean 4 more. So -3, I'm on a 6 up, because no cover here against melee. I do make 1. Damage 3.
3.
Yep, so that would kill 1 and then wound 1, who then dies.
You do the mortal second, don't you?
Yeah, you'd kill 1, 2, you'd kill 3.
And then the mortals would put 1
Then
on
the
a
mortal
wound.
would kill 1 and then leave another one on a wound. So I've got 1 guy left with a power fist with 1 wound left.
Yes. So.
Ouch, he hits hard.
Yeah, the devastating wounds can be very nasty. So we've got just a standard Guardian combat weapon. We've got how many of those? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we've got a Eldari power sword. So they get 2 attacks each. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do those guys first. Not the best.
Oof, not amazing.
Hitting on
Reroll the ones at least.
Yeah, true. My rolling has been terrible. Strength 3.
That's all 5s.
Just the 1. It's enough.
Yeah, 3
no
up.
minus.
And he fails it, so he
Just
dies.
kill him.
I mean, the power sword probably would have gotten him anyway, but down.
So because new consolidation rules, if they were outside of the range of the objective, they wouldn't be allowed to do anything now. But because they're in 3 inches, they can consolidate onto the objective.
Yeah, move closer.
They can move close. So they have tightened up on consolidation rules. Probably, I would say, in a positive way. Oh god.
Yeah, I think it works better. It stops any shenanigans that you used to be able to do.
Yeah, which I think it'll make it more fun for the standard players, because I think those sort of things only benefited the advanced players. So yeah. Okay, that is my turn over. You get to attack
Yeah, I'll fight back over here.
Pass me the camera.
Yep, get some dice and come back.
Okay, right.
Yep, got some dice together now. So I'm going to start with my...
You got 4 guys who can attack.
Yeah, four guys in range,
Piled in,
including
sorry.
the Lord. The other 2 couldn't quite get into base contact, so they're not in combat. So I'm going to start with my Chain Fist. Oh, I am doing the Dark Pact on these guys again, and I'm doing it for 6's auto wound, just because he's toughness 7, so it'll help me push through more wounds with my accursed weapons. So start with the Chain Fist. I have 3 attacks hitting on 3s. That is 1 auto wound, and this is anti-vehicle 3+, so it always wounds on a 3 up, or in fairness it's strength 8 anyway, so it would have wounded on a 3, so it does nothing, and it failed to wound. Cool. So that is a single wound from the Chain Fist. It's -2 damage.
-2, so it'll be on my 4 up.
Cool.
I could do with saving some of these, of course.
No, so it's 2 damage, but you reduce it
Just to 1. Yep.
Right, then next, these are all the accursed weapons. So I have 8 of these, hitting on 3s, strength 5, -2, 1 damage. 6's auto wound. That's not great. This is where my lack of reroll ones really hurts. So that's an auto wound. These require 5s because you're T7. Nothing there, so just the 1.
Just the 1?
Just the 1.
And minus?
-2, 1 damage.
Saves.
Saves that one, nice. And just my Chaos Lord himself. He has 6 attacks with an Exalted Power Axe, hitting on 2s. So the 6 auto wounds, and he is again strength like 5, so he is wounding on 5s. And 1 more wound. Ooh, look at them ones.
Yeah.
So 2 more, -2, 1 damage. With
2
negative.
more?
Yeah.
2 wounds.
2 wounds, yeah. So it takes one more. Will be 2 damage, but you reduce it, so you're down to 4.
Down to 4.
Cool, that didn't go too badly for you, to be fair.
It worked. It did work.
Yep.
It buys me time because now you can't do much with them. You have to kill it. It's just a bit of a delay tactic. I mean, that was a bad turn.
Yeah,
that was a bad. It couldn't have gone much worse. It was pitiful, but
yeah, you got rid of my raptors at least, and you tied up the Terminator, so you're still in it.
I'm still in it. But yeah, that was hideous. So we'll come back with turn 2, Chaos. Okay, Rob, we're back.
Yep.
Before we start, you did the Dark Pact thing, test and passed on those guys for the end of the last turn. So, your Dark Apostle has done.
Yeah, I've put stealth on the unit again for -1 to hit, just to Dark Obscuration, get them further up the board. They have moved up to try and threaten this objective here. My other legionaries here have just shifted out of the way of the Predator and just standing on this objective some more, just to score more points. This gave the Predator just enough movement to get around and get within 36 of the tank on the other side of the table. So I need to take. If I don't take that thing down this turn, that thing is going to blow a big hole in me. Cause
well, it should have done last time.
You can't roll that badly twice.
Yeah, true. That was obscenely unlucky.
Then the Hellbruters moved it 6 inches forward to get a very long charge off on that Warlock, potentially worth a try.
Yep.
And then finally,
these guys have moved around.
Just moved out to get some shots off. The last cannons really can't see anything from there, so they're just going to have to shoot the Rangers up on top because they can't see out else. The autocannons will be able to squeeze around and shoot at Aziman's unit or something.
Yep.
That's decided, and that is that for movement.
Okay, do you want to get your dice? We'll start with shooting. Okay, Rob, shooting.
Alright, shooting. So, I'm starting with this legionary unit here. The one legionary with the autocannon is just going to try and pick off this
My cool little striking scorpion.
Yep, so 2 shots hitting on 3s because he moved. And
okay, he survives.
Awesome. Alright.
Where to next?
We'll just do these boys here. I've just got 1, 2, 3, 4 bolt pistols into the Viper.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bother pacting it, it's not worth it, so we'll just shoot. We get 2 hits. And then wounding on 5s, no doubt. Nothing there. It's not toughness 3, is it? So
no, it's toughness 6.
That ain't doing anything. Yeah. Alright, cool. Then next we'll go with the Hellbrute.
Yep.
It's just going to shoot up into the Rangers up there.
Meow.
Yep, 3 shots hitting on 4s with the -1. He misses all 3 shots.
I mean, this is going as badly as mine did last time.
It's only fair to...
Yeah.
Right, that's him done, them done, him done. So we'll do the Havocs.
The big guns now.
So 2 last cannons into the Rangers, because that's all they could see. And then the 2 autocannons are going to shoot into Aziman's unit back here.
Yes.
So I'll do the 2 last cannons into the Rangers first. So I'm hitting on 4s with the -1. I get 1 hit.
1 hit.
It's definitely winning on 2 because it's strength 12.
Yeah. Hey! Now you just need your Predator to miss, and it's fair and balanced.
Yep. Alright, so the autocannons then into Aziman's unit there. So 4 shots hitting on 2s. 1 miss. And then
3.
Strength 9. So
wow.
Winning on 2s. Autocannons are really strong now. So that is 3 wounds. They are only neg 1 though.
Storm Guardians have a 5 up invuln, I think.
Yep, you definitely
they do.
You're definitely in cover there as well, so it's whichever one's better.
Well, they have a save of a 4 up, so that would be a 3 up -1, so 4 up.
So
2.
3.
3.
They're flat 3 damage each.
So
not that it matters.
That is 3 guys dead. Yep. Okay.
Well and truly out of the boots. Alright. And then the last bit of shooting is the
old
Predator.
Laz Predator.
Yep. I'm going to actually remember to Dark Pack this one. I'm going to do exploding hits. I'm going to start with the twin heavy bolters. Everything is going into the fire prism.
Naturally.
You'll be surprised to hear. So 6 shots hitting on 3s. I get 3 misses but 1 explosion. What's your toughness on that boy?
Toughness 9.
9. Ooh, so winning on 5s. Okay, cool. So it's 3 wounds. It's -1. You definitely get cover there because I can't see the whole of your hull.
My save is 3 up. He doesn't have. No, he doesn't have anything.
So 2 up, and then back to a 3 up,
so
-1.
3 up. Saves all but 1.
So it takes 2 damage from that.
That 2 damage?
2 damage, yeah, on the heavy
cool.
ball.
Now they don't degrade anymore, which is interesting.
Well, they do eventually, so like 1 to 4
Yeah,
wounds,
yeah, it's very low. 4 wounds.
Yeah, cool. Same with the Predator, 1 to 4 wounds, -1 to hit. Alright, so this is the last cannon, hitting on 3s.
No. Yes.
Right, I'm going to have to reroll one of those. Spend your CP on a boring stratagem. There we go, it does hit. Doesn't explode though, sadly. His strength 12, be toughness 8,
toughness
9.
9, so...
Yep, so 3s. He does wound. So it's -3, d6 plus 1 damage.
So that'll be a 6, because I will be 2... No, it'll be 5, won't it?
Yeah, 5, you get cover.
No.
No, cool. That is d6 plus 1. 5 damage.
5 damage, okay. It's not the end of the world,
Yeah, it's still,
that's taking 6 wounds.
So in 9th edition, that would be -1 to hit at that point, but yep, it's still a full profile.
Yeah, yeah, so it's
nice.
still threatening.
Indeed it is. I've got the twin bolters on top, the combi bolters. They'll just shoot at this boy here.
Don't kill him.
Might as well try. So 2 shots in on 3s. 1 hit, which does explode because of the pact. And both of them wound.
Yeah.
No minus.
Got 2 wounds, 3 ups.
He saves them. Cool. Right, then I'll roll for my pact. On a 6 up. Oh, I failed it. That means it takes D3 mortal wounds.
That's the first time he failed.
Yeah. Oh, it took the full 3. Oof.
Eesh.
That takes it down to 8 wounds. Nasty. The gods were displeased with it for not killing that wave serpent.
For not doing anything.
Smote it for its vanity. Alright. That is my shooting phase.
It's got 6. How many wounds has it got left?
It has 8 left.
How many wounds does the Hellbrute have?
9.
9, okay.
Default. Cool. Right. So, charge phase. Dead simple.
Yeah.
These guys would charge at this guy. Let me just see how far we're going. 6.
Okay.
The end of that.
Yeah, fine.
So, here we go. A 7. He's just in. Alright. So we'll push these boys in.
I mean, I could Overwatch. It's probably not worth it. It's not worth it.
You know, I've been thinking about it. I would have thrown a grenade earlier because that would have been really useful there. But, yeah, no.
On what?
From these guys, could have just lobbed a grenade at the Viper to do some damage.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you think about these things when it's far too late. So we'll just move up. Moving up 7 and 7. Very good. Right, and then fight. So start here. So we'll pile in. It's been with it not being on its base. It's a little tricky to tell where the actual body is. He can get into base contact with him. He was in base contact, then he fell over. Also, they're all spiky and annoying because they're Chaos Marines. The books can get in there, and these two with their books and things will just touch in there. Alright. There was in, so let's get to the... Pull up my data card for these fellas. Where you at, data card? Yeah, right, cool. So, I will start off with the Marines themselves. We'll start with the Accursed Weapon on the leader. He gets 4 attacks with this, hitting on 3s. I'm going to dart pact again because there's no reason not to. What's the toughness on this fella?
I'm just checking that actually.
Yeah,
cool. Toughness 6.
6, wounding on 5s, exploding 6s, 2 damage. I'm going to go with the exploding. Actually, yeah, exploding 6 is packed. So, let's go with it. 4 attacks with the Accursed Weapon.
Oh.
Okay.
Whoa.
So that is 7 hits from 4 attacks, because that's what my dice.
But then you have to wound,
yeah,
don't you?
now I'm wounding on 5s.
Yeah, mate. So there's an
so
there's an argument for auto wounding, isn't there?
That would have been 3 auto wounds.
Yeah.
Yep, so that is 1, -2.
But you'd have had fewer. That 1 damage.
Yep, cool. Yep, 1 damage to him. And then we've got the 2 chains. So I've got 1, 2 chain swords. 1, 2 chain swords. So on 3s, 6s are good.
Oh, not bad.
Yep, 2 misses, but 2 explode.
Yep.
And then again on 5s. Strength 4. Go on, lads. 1 wound.
Any
-1. Yep, -1.
4 up. Just
Saves that one. Nice. Then there's the big guy with the heavy melee weapon. He has 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Okay, I'll just roll another 2 6s.
Wow.
4 hits. This is strength 8 with the big axe, so I'm winning on 3s. Okay, that balances out. So 2 wounds. These are -3 2 and 2 damage each.
-2, so 5 ups. Saves them both.
Nice. Alright, then we've just got... So I guess it comes down to the Apostle himself then. We'll do the followers first, because it's fun. Just 1 attack each, hit on 4s. 1 hits, which explodes. Winning on 6s, because they're on strength 3, nothing there. And the Apostle himself, so...
I imagine the Apostle's not bad in combat, is it?
Yeah, 5 attacks. See, this is based on his 9th edition stats, so he's 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. So 4 hits. He is strength 6, so 4s.
Yep.
2. It's only -1 and 2 damage.
4 ups.
So it takes another 4 damage, so...
Takes 5 wounds.
Cool. And that is everybody attack there.
Right, so I'll attack back with the War Walker.
Fight with the War Walker.
So 3 attacks. 2 hits. Strength 6. 1 wound, no AP.
So 2 up. Nah, so 1 takes a wound.
Yeah.
Oh! Got kicked in the shins.
And now you get to attack back.
Yep, so... Do. Right, so... We'll start with the chain. Oh, let me just do the...
You need to do
these guys.
yeah.
Pack roll, yeah, they
do
pass. Cool. Yeah, with these guys, I am going to... Well, with the Chaos Lord, I'm going to use both data packs. So, both at once. So, exploding 6s and 6s auto wound. Should be fine. Alright. Cool, so 3 attacks with the Chain Fist. Hitting on 3s. 1 missed, but 1 hits, and that one auto wounds. Strength 8, so 3s. 1 more. So just the 2. These are -2 damage.
-2, so 4 ups. Save them both.
Very nice. Okay, cool. Then I've got... Well, I would have piled in, I apologise.
Yeah, I did think that. Yeah. You can attack with all of them.
So we'll have 1...
I'm assuming he's is he on 4 wounds or has he taken 4 wounds?
I think he's taken 4. This does demonstrate that it's quite hard to pull vehicles down now compared to how it used to be like 9th edition. I think both of these things would have been dead by now.
Yeah, I agree.
So this is all of the accursed weapons. Hitting on 3s. 6s are double good. Okay, that's quite a lot of 6s. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 misses. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 explosions.
So, not bad.
And then these ones auto wound. Thanks to the pact. And then I'm wounding on 5s again. So it's strength 5. Oop, there we go. That's the rolls we finally needed. That is 9 wounds through there. -2, 1 damage each. Oop, got nice.
So, I could survive.
We'll be alright.
Yeah, that's a good roll.
That's not bad. So another 4 damage goes through there. How many wounds does he have?
I don't know. He only got 6, so he's dead.
He is down now. Alright.
Does he explode?
Yep. He does have deadly demise, so...
Wait. He doesn't.
He does not explode.
He just crumples in a sad heap. Yeah, deadly. Okay, sorry. This, I don't know whether it would have made a difference, but his power field, I do apologise, it's only deducts attacks from ranged weapons.
Okay, fair enough. But
I don't know whether it would have died. It might. I'm not
might
sure.
have died a little early, but it's too late now. It's
yeah,
fine.
I do apologise.
So
that was yeah. Cool. Okay. Anything else? I get to attack back with that.
So
Don't I? I'll give you the camera. I'll get my death.
Right, he's gonna slap him back hard.
3 attacks. Hitting on 4s.
It's 1 hit.
Strength 6.
Does wound.
That does wound. No AP.
Puts us 3 up. Yeah, he's alright. Cool.
Okay. Right, that's the end of your turn.
That is, yep. That's I didn't kill the fire prism, and that could hurt next turn. Other than that, it did quite. That was quite good. Pretty successful.
Yeah, I think I'd suffered in the first turn, really.
Yeah, but you still have your Wraith Constructs to come on, so
yes,
you can still do damage.
Yeah, okay, we will come back.
Right.
Okay, we are back. My turn. So big things happening. I've dropped my Wraith Guard down here. I'm going to go for the Terminators. These guys have moved up. I'm going to apply pressure on these guys. These guys have fallen. They've not fallen back. They've moved back. They do have sticky objectives, the Storm Guardians, so I still hold that objective. So
very good.
I've got options. This guy has just stood still. He's got his sights on that Predator, which should be dead. And these guys haven't moved, so they'll get +1 to hit this turn.
Very nice.
Battle Shock.
Yep.
These guys are above 50%, so they're okay because the combined number of models in the unit is 6. And they've lost 3. This guy needs to do it. It shouldn't really affect things.
So it won't affect us over much, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
Sorry, I've just turned my watch phone on. So he does fail.
Definitely fails on that one.
It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
So he's battle shocked.
Yeah, so he doesn't count for objective secured, which is probably the only thing that really matters in terms of model count there, maybe. That's
yeah.
Because if it had passed, you'd probably have an OC of 3 there after you'd done fighting me, so it might.
So it might, yeah, because now the Viper can shoot in combat, which is probably relevant here. But Indeed. You were saying, Rob, you think you messed up?
Yes. What did I mess up now?
You thought you got rerolls on the objective.
Yes, sorry, yeah. The Legionaries do get reroll wounds when they're fighting something on an objective. I completely forgot.
Is that official? That's official on the new data card?
Yeah, it's on their data card, yeah. It's Veterans of the Long War. Reroll all wounds against something that's on an objective, so yeah, would have been handy there. Probably would have killed that Viper, but oh well.
Yeah, we'll live and learn.
Definitely that Viper. That Viper's definitely living now. Okay, cool.
So you were thinking about overwatching, right?
So I'm going to overwatch, I think, with the Terminators into Sermon and his little guys here. The knee-jerk reaction is to overwatch into the Wraith Guard, but that's a really bad idea.
Yeah, they've got a new ability called War Construct, which is really cool. So as soon as someone shoots them, they can then shoot back.
So I'd be on 6s, he'd be on 3s. So.
And it'll be using pistols, so it just wouldn't be worth it. It would basically mean that I'd probably wipe the unit in the shooting phase.
Yes.
So he's changed his mind on that one.
Yeah, we'll just shoot these guys instead. So I'll get some dice and I'll just do that.
Okay, these guys are shooting. He's starting with his Lord.
Yep, so I'm going to shoot his combi weapon. It's rapid fire 1, so it's 2 shots, hitting on 6s.
No.
Nothing there, very good. Okay, cool. Right, we'll do the Reaper autocannon next. This is 4 shots, and then still hitting on 6s.
No.
Nothing there. Cool. And then we have a big pile of Stormbolter shots. So again, hitting on 6s.
I mean, No.
Nothing again.
Wow.
Oh, well, that was a well-spent CP.
Wow. Do you get reroll 1s?
I don't know.
Okay. Just wanted to see, because there were a lot of 1s there. Well, that sucked.
No, Terminator Captains don't get reroll 1s anymore, so neither does my Chaos Lord at the moment. So.
Cool, it might change. But,
we shall.
Right, we will come back with my shooting then. Okay, so I'm starting with my Rangers. They're going into the...
Tanks down here.
Into those guys.
Yep.
Because they haven't moved, they're hitting on 2s now, which is nice. All hit.
Good.
Strength 4.
T5, 4 Havocs.
5s. 1 goes
wound.
through, -1.
So -2 because you have plunging fire, because you're on a higher area and you're shooting onto ground level.
Mm-hmm.
But I do get cover because he can't see the entirety of my unit.
So you're saving on a 4
So it's -1, so I'm on a 4 up. Which I pass. So, that would have been one of them dead if it failed. So
it would, that's why I thought it would have been good. But
my dice apparently are just saying no.
Yes, they are. Right, so I guess the Striking Scorpion, they can't shoot these guys, can they? So they will go into, everything will go into these.
No, it can't.
In fact, let's just do the Viper now whilst we're here, because it can, in this edition, it can shoot in combat. Big guns never tire. It's -1. So it's hitting on 4s, pretty much. Yep, all 4s.
To be fair, he can shoot anything he wants. Now he doesn't have to shoot guys he's in combat with, but at this point, you're best off shooting the guys you're in combat with. So
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
what are you doing with first?
So I've got my shuriken cannon. I'll do that first. So that is 2 hits, strength 6. So
3s, 1 wound.
yep. Sustained hits. So it's. Did I get a 6? That was on the wound. So I don't think so.
Cool.
So minus 1.
That's 1, yep. So it's a 4-up save for my dudes. And saves it. Cool. Alright.
How many guys you got in the unit now?
6, 7. Well, if it's blast, you won't be able to fire it.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, you can shoot out of combat and shoot at my predator or something.
The main profile, the heavy one, isn't blast, so I can use it.
Whoa.
And that's a hit. Strength 10.
Definitely a 2. Oh yeah. Minus.
Minus 2.
Cool. 5 up.
Oof.
2 or 3. Nope. Well, one's on 1 wound, so yeah, one is ultra dead.
Yep.
And that is the guy with the axe. He is super dead.
I'll do my Wraith Guard next.
Oh god, this is what I'm looking forward to.
I am, but I fear the 4-up invuln is gonna make me sad.
Going to the Terminators, of course.
Yep. So 5 attacks, hitting on 4s. So if I'm not mistaken, this is a nerf.
Yeah, I think they've always been 3s historically.
Yeah. So that's 3 hits.
Cool.
Strength 14.
Definitely 2s.
Yeah.
Oh,
So minus 4.
Minus 4. Oops. I'm on a 4-up invul either way. So, first one.
Saves it.
Saves it.
Oh my god.
Dear.
Yeah, that is.
That's unlucky again. Oh, lucky for me.
Right, we'll do the fire prism just to make me sad.
If I take out this pesky predator.
Yeah. I didn't say it, but I will do it. He was in 12 inches because he hasn't moved and the guy was there, so I will put guide on him on a 2-up. Yeah, he's got guide. Did that out of order, but there's no one else to put guide on. So hitting on... He didn't move, but it's not a heavy. So hitting on 3s, re-rolling. They both hit. Wounding on...
I should have used... That's too late now. I should have used smoke. Oh well. Okay, cool.
We can use it and I'll re-roll. One of them definitely hits.
Yeah, one was a 6, one was a 3.
But I do have re-roll.
Yeah, so I'll use the smoke. So
okay.
So the 3 misses, but you can re-roll it.
Yeah.
Then it hits anyway. But it does give me cover, so it's a little bit better.
Strength 18.
Yep, T10, so 3s.
I get to re-roll that one because of...
Oh, stop with your re-rolls. This is the addition of less re-rolls. Did you not hear? Yep, both wound.
Minus 4, 6 damage each.
Cool, yeah, I just need 2 6s. Right, it's here, first 6, are you ready?
Oh, you gross, disgusting person.
That means it doesn't die. Yeah, I mean, it does take 6 damage. So it is down to 2 wounds. It is minus 1 to its ballistic skill now. It is badly damaged. But it's not dead. That was, again, obnoxiously lucky on my end.
I've not been using my other guns, actually.
Should fire away.
But they're not in range. 24 inches. I don't think I'll be in range of anything. Maybe the hell.
Have a quick measure and we'll come back.
No, I don't. No. Because I won't be able to see them, will I?
No, they're behind the wall.
No, okay. No, nothing.
Right.
Cool. Right, just let me come back. Okay, striking Scorpion's claw into these guys. Just try and blink off that wound and kill the other predator who should be dead.
It's definitely a hit.
It's a hit. Strength
Does
4.
6's hit do anything?
No.
It's only melee.
Does wound, minus
Cool.
1.
Right, so, yep, 3 up. Oh, he does fail it,
Just
because
kill
you
him.
can see the whole... Yeah, I said 3 up, it's fine. He's dead. One Terminator down.
I suppose this guy will have to put everything into those, won't he? There's nothing else really.
Yeah, can't really shoot anything else.
Yeah, so he'll do his 4 shots with the...
Yep, just checking for cover. Yeah, back of him, you can pretty much see the whole unit, so it's fine. We'll say no cover. Okay.
The twin shuriken catapult, 2 hits. Oh, good. I do apologise. Oh yeah, twin. Wait. Oh god, let me do that again. Twin linked. Yeah. Is reroll wounds.
Reroll wounds.
Does only get 2 attacks now. They don't get 4 attacks. That's.
Yep. So.
I'll reroll that. Okay.
There we go.
Both hit. Strength 4.
So 5s, mighty 5. But rerolling. Look it. Cool.
Then Singing Spear. It's not. And then.
Gonna fire off your.
D6 shots.
Psychic Storm at me. Oof.
Lovely. That is 2 hits.
Cool. Strength 6, is it?
Yep, 2 wounds. -2.
Cool. -2, so I'm on my 4 up either way. First one saved, second one saved. Oh my god. Okay, new Terminators are quite a bit tougher than they used to be. Because with the old 5 up invul and save, I think at least 3 of them would be dead now.
Yeah, that is true. But I suppose we'll see how much they cost, whether the cost is relative. That's the biggest thing. He's in range to throw grenades now, isn't he?
You could spend CP to chuck a grenade at me.
I will.
Oh, you'd have one of your Storm Guardians.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Not your big guy with his decent one.
No. So, what's the stratagem on the grenades?
It's just called grenade.
It is, and
it
says your shooting phase, 1 grenade unit from your army. Select 1 enemy unit that is not within engagement range. Roll 6d6 for each 4 up.
Do a mortal. Nice and easy.
Yep.
So grenade out. Boom! That is 3 mortal wounds and immediately kills 1 Terminator.
Yeah.
Boom!
So it's against units like that, it's a good stratagem. Yep. So can I still shoot with the other?
Yeah, the other guy can shoot. So 1 guy threw a grenade, the other guy can shoot. So it happens in place of one of your shooting attacks.
Yep. So he'll use his Meltar, fusion gun. Does hit. Strength 8.
Yep. So 3s. Oof. He can't really wants to wound, it's only really wants to hit.
It is. And then Azuman, he has 6 attacks off the top of my head. He does. He does reroll his 1. Yeah, okay.
Hits.
Strength 6. Strength 4. Yep. So 5.
So 5s.
Ooh, not bad. -1.
Cool. So 3 ups then on the term is... 1 goes through, sorry.
1 goes through, 2 damage.
2 damage. So 1 is down to 1 wound. Ouch. They're chipping him down a little there.
Yeah, I've got nothing else to shoot though, so we can move into the combat phase.
Very nice.
Okay, combat phase. I'm a bit on my knees. So these guys are going into them. These guys are going into them also, and then these guys will go into them. So. If I can kill that unit and cripple that one...
Yeah, you're not looking too bad, to be fair.
Not looking too bad, but if I die to them, it's probably game over. So I need probably a 3 to get into combat there. Yes, that will do it. Striking Scorpion.
He's in as
definitely in.
Boop. Boop.
10 for those guys.
Going into my legionaries.
No.
That's a fail. Cool.
Do you want to overwatch them?
No, oddly enough. Although you won't be able to shoot me anyway.
No, well, it's in the shooting phase, isn't it?
I'm in engagement for Regiordus anyway.
Cool. And then this guy we said needed a 7.
7.
It does get in. That's good.
And the 2 leaders clash. Haha.
Yes.
Which is what we like.
So I could use a stratagem.
Yep, to just straight up pick off my leader.
Pick off your leader. Does he have a 4-up invuln?
He does, yes. Because Terminator.
How many wounds?
He has 6 wounds on a Chaos Lord. 2-up save, 4-up invuln, same as the usual thing. Toughness 5.
But Azuman has devastating wounds.
Very nice. I think you should do it just so that...
Yeah, let's do it for laughs. It's a new stratagem.
It's new,
so
let's do it.
I think the stratagem is called...
Epic Challenge.
Epic Challenge.
Epic Challenge.
I am going to do an Epic Challenge with Azuman because he is epic, let's face it.
I am going to accept with my Chaos Lord. That's why wouldn't I?
So basically that means that any wounds that I allocate, he doesn't get to choose where they are allocated. That's right.
Yes, all melee attacks from Asman have precision now, which means he can target my character with them.
Yeah, which is cool. It's great. Fluffy.
Yeah, it means they can...
Excellent. So we'll finish on this because that's fun.
Yep, cool.
So we will start with my Shining Farseer. So give us a sec, I'll get my dice. Okay, my very underwhelming Farseer is going to use his Witchblade. No, sorry, he's got a Singing Spear. What am I on about? Yes, I paid 5 points for a Singing Spear. Hitting on 2s. Hit. Strength 3, which is where it's rubbish.
Yep, T4, so...
5s, and
nothing there.
Doesn't work.
Good talk.
Okay. So, striking Scorpions. Scorpion's Claw.
Chop it.
He's actually better using his Biting Blade here. Because it's more attacks.
What's your damage?
And it's 2 damage anyway. They're both 2 damage, so...
More attacks is probably better, depending on your strength.
5... So that's all.
Definitely be all hits.
Hits.
No explosions.
Sustained hits, no explosions.
No, there was no 6s there.
Sadly. Strength 5.
T4, so 3s.
That's 4, -1, 2 damage.
Cool. Right, so 4-ups. I'll do these one at a time, because I've only got 3 guys left. One guy's alive. He's alive. So one guy dies. Then another guy dies. So I've got...
2 guy die.
2 guy die. Blip blip. I am down to just the leader and the Dark Apostle. Definite battle shock test in my future there. Alright.
Shouldn't make a difference. Right. You haven't got enough CP to interrupt, have you? So I've got 2 attacks with the Eldari Power Sword. Now, let's just talk about this. How does it work with my other guys?
Yeah, they just have to fight my Terminators.
So you wouldn't allocate it on the champion to try and be sneaky?
I couldn't do that anyway.
Okay.
They said the wounds that the unit takes and the wounds that the champion take will be effectively separate.
Yeah, okay.
I suspect this is one of the few situations in 10th where one unit can have wounds on multiple models, because otherwise it just wouldn't work.
Yeah, that's what I mean, I think. So the first guy has a Guardian Combat Power Weapon, 2 attacks. He fails them both. Reroll 1. Hits.
Better.
Strength 3, so 5s. Nope.
Nothing there.
And then the bigger Eldari Power Sword still...
Oh dear.
No. Both hit. Strength 4 this time.
Yep, still 5s. He does get a wound.
1 wound, -2, 1 damage.
So it's straight onto the 4-up. But he saves it.
It doesn't kill him. Okay, let's see what you can do, Ashiman.
Alright, it's the big fight now.
Can you lop the head off the...
Chaos Lord.
4, 5, 6. So, the Sword of Azure. Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s.
Thankfully. All the hits.
All the hits.
Strength.
So, this is where we want to see 2 6s. Strength 6. Yeah?
Oh, yep, winning on 3s.
2 6s. No 6s.
Oh, no 6s. That's rough. Only 2 wounds.
Yeah.
You could reroll 1. You have the CP.
Yeah, I probably have to, don't
I?
Fish for the 6. That is
luck.
my evening.
Right, so
-3, so 4 up.
So 4 up invulns. I do fail the first one. If I fail this one, he's dead. Oh, I think he's down. That is 6 damage.
You got a CP? Have you spent
I have no CP.
Okay, he is dead.
You just took out the Chaos.
I mean, that was jammy, but also extremely unlucky. Right. Do you want me to take the camera and you can attack back? Okay, we're attacking back with these guys.
Yep, so I'm going to put this guy into the Viper. And we'll see.
I think the Viper's only got 2 wounds left. Yeah, has he taken 5?
Yeah, it's taken 5.
Alright, he's only got 1 of them, maybe.
We'll
check.
Actually, he's going to go pile in to him. Then he can fight the Scorpion. So this guy's going to go in the Scorpion. So 4 attacks with the blade. I completely forgot to do my Dark Pact, but it's too late. Wounding on 3s. Just the 1 wound. God darn it. -2, 1 damage.
So 5 up, it doesn't kill him. And he saves
No, he saves it anyway. Alright, fine.
A striking Scorpion wants to live.
Apparently. Right, We'll do... Well, I was going to put all the attacks into the Viper, so we'll just do that. Then these two will just try and punch that striking scorpion.
That would be sad if they killed him.
Yes, it would be very funny. So this is too many dice. The Dark Apostle on 2s.
Ooh.
I really wish I'd done a Dark Pack now, because that would have been really useful. T6 in it. So force to wound. I do get 2 wounds through. It's -1, 2 damage.
-1, so 4 ups. Saves 1.
Well, that'll kill it.
Yes,
blood.
Do I have any CP?
You used your last one, I think, on the... Yeah, you used 1 to do that thing, and then 1 to reroll one of your dice, so no. That was your last CP.
Does it explode deadly demise 1?
Yep. So,
oh, God.
6, he does 1 mortal wound to everything within 6. Oof. Oh, so close.
I'm kind of glad that didn't happen, actually.
Cool. And then finally, the 2 boys with the books are just going to try and bonk that scorpion. 1 hits.
So he does survive.
Does wound because it's strength 3, no minus.
No, 3 up.
Yeah, he's fine. Cool.
And then the Toyminators.
Yep, so they will pile in here. I mean, I will obviously have to fight your bodyguard first.
Yeah.
Right, so here I have 1 chain axe, 1 chain fist, and 2 accursed weapons. So we'll do the chain fist first. So hitting on 3s. All the hits.
Wounding on.
Oh, I'll do the Dark Pact for exploding 6s.
Okay.
It doesn't affect this anyway. Wounding on 2s because it's definitely strength 8. 3 wounds. -2, 2 damage. So we only 5 wounds. I'll do 2 at a time. 3.
Why 2 at a time?
Because you've got 2 guys left. And these 2 damage, so we'll kill them both. And then it'll go on to our summon. So 1 is dead. Still alive.
And then how many others?
1 more.
So I would have to roll.
So you need a 5 up. Ooh, he's still going.
So the leader is alive.
He's tanking it for Asman.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is the rest of the Terminators, the other 8 attacks with the accursed weapons.
I fear for him.
That is 1 miss, 2 explosions. And then these are wounding on strength 5, 3s. Blah, that's not as good as I would have liked. Yep, so that is 5, -2, 1 damage. You'll have to do 1. Is it 1 wound on the leader?
I reckon so.
So you have to do 1 at a time.
Just double check.
Because he's on a 5 up and then Osman's on a 3 up. So.
The leader has... Oh no, he's got 2 wounds. So I can do 2 at a time.
Yeah, so 2 at a time.
So 5 wounds, you say?
Yeah, so I have 5 altogether.
So first one, he's dead.
He goes down.
So that's 2 down, and then 3 wounds on Asman.
So these are 3 up in wounds.
I can roll all these together.
He takes 1
1
wound.
okay.
And then we destroy the terrain.
Destroy the terrain. Okay, so and now you need to take your test. You're probably a little weaker, and it could kill
so
one.
It'll be 6 up now because the leader's dead.
Oof.
But I go jump past that one, or else I would have been
no.
battle shot for next turn. Oh, lucky. Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
It's a funny one though, because you're stuck in combat with Asman now, which is really what you don't want
really
to be. And I get to attack first there, so it's a weird situation.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, you don't have that many models left, but you're not in a bad position at all, to be fair.
Right. Yeah. Okay, we'll come back with CSM turn 3. Right, Rob.
All right.
Turn 3.
Cool,
Talk us through it.
Right, so what we have the Terminators, after a bit of deliberation, of staying in combat with Asman, which is not really where they want to be, but if I move them out, they're falling back, they're not doing anything, and then they get shot to death next turn.
Yes.
Or they stay in combat, risk getting killed, but if I'm lucky, they don't die, and then I beat Asman up, hopefully.
Yeah, that's the only thing that can work for you, isn't it, if he doesn't kill you?
Yes, these guys have stayed in combat with these guys over here, just continue the punch upon this objective. The Predators move forward, it's 12 inches to take cover behind this ruin from the danks over there and try and finish off that Wave Serpent once and for all.
Hopefully not. The Fire Prism, sorry.
Fire Prism, yep, sorry. These guys here, these Legionaries, have just pulled the autocannon out from behind this cover to shoot at the Wraith Guard. Man, they're out of range for any potential shoot back.
Yeah, they can't shoot back, so there's no risk there. Zero risk.
Yeah, and the autocannon's flat 3 damage, so if I do squeeze one through, it kills one immediately. So it's worth a try. And Havas just staying on that objective there to try and get rid of these rangers up here because they can't really see any other targets.
Yeah.
And then finally the Hellbrute advanced and got a 4, so it had enough move to get up onto this objective. It's not doing anything else, but it scores points and points win prizes. So
We're both quite thin.
yes, there's not much left now. But, yes.
Cool. We'll come back with shooting then. Okay, Rob.
So, we'll start with these guys here in combat. So I've got a plasma pistol on this boy, so I'm going to shoot it into the Striking Scorpion.
Yep.
I am overcharging it because it's funny and we haven't seen hazardous yet.
Yeah, we get to see hazardous weapons, the new keyword.
So I'm hitting on a 3 because it's a pistol. Pew! I do hit.
Oh.
It's strength 8, so I'm definitely wounding on a 2. That is definitely a wound with a 6. It's -3, 2 damage.
-3, so that would be a 5 up for me. Who is it on? Sorry.
So it's on the Striking Scorpion.
Okay, he is dead. How many wounds?
It's 2 damage. Yeah, that's 2 wounds, I presume.
Pop.
Oomph. Cool.
That paid off. That was quite good.
Yep, and now, because I fired an overcharged weapon, I roll a dice, and on a 1, I think he either dies or takes... No, he just dies.
He dies.
Yeah,
and characters take 3 wounds.
Characters and vehicles take 3 mortal wounds. He's okay.
Yeah.
And that was 3 6s in a row. My luck continues.
Yes.
And the bottle pistol will just go into the guy. Hits on a 3. Won't wound on a 3. He'll be at least toughness 4, won't he?
You say that.
I doubt it's toughness 3 on a bite.
Yeah, because he's on the bike. Yeah, I'm
the
going
bike
to say.
the bike will give him +1 toughness.
Yeah.
I presume.
Yeah, he is toughness 4. Yeah.
Cool. Right then.
What else
next.
you got?
We'll do this boy here. He's shooting into the Wraithguard over there. So a single shot. I am going to pact this for strength 9, winning on 3s. We'll do the exploding 6s pact. So 2 shots hitting on 3s. As he moved. They do both hit, but no explosions. I am strength 9 to your 7, so 3s. That is 2 wounds on 6s. Doesn't do anything though. It's -1, but flat 3 damage each.
-1, so they're saving on 3 ups.
Aye, not bad. Oof, that is 1 straight dead. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yep, with the fancy new flat 3 damage autocannon and lack of reduced damage, that just straight up mercs one.
Yep.
I'll take that.
Pop.
Cool. Then we'll just do their Dark Pact roll. So on a 6+, they're okay.
You've got quite lucky with that.
I've been lucky.
You've been very lucky.
I've failed 1 so
yeah.
far. Right, cool. There, we'll do the Havocs next. Everything just into the Raptors. Rangers, because it's all we can see. I'll start with the plasma gun. I'm not overcharging this time because there's no point. Hitting on a 4 because I'm -1. He misses.
Because of stealth.
Right, the 2 las cannons. I didn't move, so I'm hitting on... Alright, I'm in 3s anyway. Ignore me. 1 hit. Definitely wounding on a 2. And that wounds. -3.
-2. So 3 up. 5
anyway.
Let me just check the save on that.
Mike saved it.
Yeah. Did we say they were Rangers? Their save is a 5 up in Von, so it is, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, right, and then the autocannons. Daka, 4 shots, hitting on 2s. That is 2 wounds. Marvellous. And then wounding on 2s. That is 2 wounds. -1.
So this is 5s again. No, it wouldn't be actually, would it? Yeah, one's dead. Pop.
Right. Then the important shooting.
Yes, this is the big one. You are hurt, aren't you?
Yes. I'm -1 to hit because I'm below 4 wounds. Right, so I'll start with the...
Why don't you Dark Pact?
I am going to Dark Pact because why wouldn't I? It's hilarious. So
what you need to do now is miss everything
and then
die.
And then roll a double 1 for my pact test. Yeah, cool. So for the pact, I will do 6s explode. So hit 6 shots with the bolters, hitting on 4s.
Not bad.
Yep. So that is 1 miss, but 1 hit. I am winning on 5s though, so you're like T9. 2. -1. 2 damage piece.
I'll check.
There's definitely 1 fail, 1 pass. So 2 damage.
Yep.
Right, and then the 2 last cannons hitting on 4s.
Oh,
that was a 5. So that is 3 hits with the last cannons. Wounding on 3s.
Yeah.
That is all 3 wounds. Neg 3.
Yeah, so that is 6s. It saves 1.
Yeah, it's 2d6 plus 2 damage.
So he's probably...
Yeah, that's
it's
it's 12 damage.
dead. It doesn't matter if he explodes. That was big.
A predator did something.
I mean, you were so lucky.
You didn't see that in 9th edition.
Right, take your dark pack and kill yourself, please.
Now does the tank explode as well? 6 plus.
It
fails. It takes D3 mortal wounds.
Go on, son.
Right, 1 or a 2, please. 1 or a 2.
3 or a 4, please.
Oh,
You jammy swag.
he's on 1 wound.
Ow, jammy.
Oh, the dice have been with me tonight.
Haven't they? Haven't they?
All right.
Um,
Yeah, that is my shooting. So it's
okay,
combat.
we'll come back with my combat. Well, your combat, but me attacking you.
Yeah, you start first.
Okay. Okay, have you got 2 CP?
I have 1 left.
No, so you can't.
No interrupting.
But yeah. So I'll start with Ajuman because of the order of combat. It makes more sense. So hitting on 2s.
You're rolling 1s, thankfully.
What? Yes.
So there's not many rerolls now, but the ones that you have really mad.
Yeah.
So 3s, I think. There's definitely 5 wounds.
That's 2 dead Terminators.
Oh, yeah, 2 mortals. Yeah, 3 mortals for each of those.
Devastating, and then you've got 3 more.
Yeah, so I need 3, 4 upstairs to save the last Termi.
One.
Start.
No.
Ooh, failed it. I've got 1 CP left. Let's try and keep him alive.
No.
Got it, mate.
Hey, it's about time.
Yeah, there we go. And that's my unit.
I mean, Ajuman has been an absolute revelation. He's been excellent. I love Devastating Wounds. I think that's such a cool addition.
I think it's cheap enough, but it's fine, really.
Right, and then you get to attack me back.
Yep, so my Dark Apostle over here will
You can manage with the camera, can't you?
Yep, I'll just do the Apostle himself, so I have 5 attacks sitting on 2s. I should have packed a die for again. I'm not used to this. 4 hits. Strength 6, T4.
4.
So 3s. That is 4 wounds. Neg 1, 2 damage apiece.
4 up in 1. Saves 2.
That is 4 damage.
He has 1 wound left.
Oof. Right, and then the...
So I get to attack next.
I've got the... unit.
Yeah, it's of course.
It's all 1 unit, so the Accursed Weapon will fight as well. He's hitting on 3s, that's terrible. He gets once.
That's enough.
He is wounding on a 3.
He's not wounding.
And I don't have a CP. Fine, it's down to the cultists with their 2 attacks.
Don't kill me, that would sum...
2 hits.
Hit. What's the strength?
Strength 3, so it'll be 5s.
4 5s. No.
Alright, so you're still alive, alright.
Singing Spear. Both hit.
Lovely.
Strength 3.
Yep, so 5s.
No, they're terrible in combat. I should have kept the Witchblade. The Witchblade's actually better because it wounds on 2 because it's anti-infantry. So now you have another keyword, which is anti-X. So like anti-infantry if you're against infantry.
Yeah, anti-vehicle against vehicles.
Yeah.
So it's just you automatically wound on that, which is pretty nice.
Yeah,
so 2 up to wound automatically wounds them out of the strength or toughness.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
That is the end of your turn.
My turn, yep.
We'll play my very brief. I mean, you've won. Let's face it. If the Fire Prism had survived, I had a sniff.
Yeah, and if my Predator had actually blown itself up and I didn't get lucky,
but there's cool. Not. Yeah, okay. Okay, a couple of things. My command phase, he was here, he's moved, but we just need to do some housekeeping. He was in 12 inches of these guys, so... oh, was he? No, he probably wasn't, actually, to be fair. He was there, wasn't there? Mm-hmm. They'd moved 6. No, he wasn't. I'm making that up. He wouldn't have been in range of anyone.
So no guide.
No, so no guide. So I have to do a battle shock test on this guy.
Yep, so he's below half wounds.
His leadership is 6. He does pass. So he doesn't die when he falls back.
He's fine to fall back.
He doesn't get guide. So that does leave me clinging on in. So we'll do... what will we do? Now, do I try and plink off a wound with the Rangers? I mean, what's your toughness?
What are you shooting at?
No, they won't be able to see, will they?
There's the rock in the way.
I'll do the range into these guys
Just
then.
Alex again. Cool.
Both hit. Strength 4, so 5s.
Yep. Also, that dice of mine is now forever cursed because you touched it.
So -2.
Yeah, -2 because
Plus
plunging.
1.
So, 5 up. Nope, definitely fails that one. That is 2
Kills
damage,
one
yeah.
guy.
So, one guy dies. Irritatingly, I can't take the leader because he's the only one in range of the objective, so I will have to lose a last cannon. Alright.
Now then. Asman can't split his fire, can he?
I don't
With
believe
his
he
own,
can
with his
now.
only gun, he can't.
Yeah, because it's all only one weapon profile.
I'm just thinking
But it
how
also
this would pan out if I do 4 shots into these guys. It would go 1, 2, 3, 4, wouldn't it?
Yeah, there's a 4 up in one.
Not
The main guy.
ideal.
You'd splatter my bodyguard guaranteed, but tricky to get through the rest of them.
Well,
Well,
hitting on 4s as well, though.
Well, I suppose I'm willing to bet a large amount of money in 10th edition that the cultists don't get the 4 up in one that the Apostle has.
I know, I'm certain of it.
I'd definitely play it that way.
So that was such a stupid rule. 4s. Not bad.
3 hits.
2s.
Definitely 2s.
Yeah. -6. 4, -4.
Yep, cool. I can't save. I do have a CP. I mean, is it worth it? Nah, I'll let them go. So, it's at least
It's D6.
D6. I mean, the 2 wounds. He's 2
Yeah,
wounds
I'll
each.
have
So
to roll that one.
roll that one.
Yeah.
Yep, he's dead. And that will definitely kill those 2 as well. So that takes them out. That also that does put my leader below half strength as well, because he was a unit of 3. He's now a unit of 1.
Yes. Right, Azuman.
Who's he
6
shooting?
attacks. He's going to have to put it into the dread. To the pred.
The dread pred.
Just try and plink off 1 wound.
Yeah, it's worth a try. I'm going to smoke this. Use my CP. Boom. -1 hit.
So, 4 hits.
Cool.
Strength 6.
Yeah, it's T like 9.
So 5s.
No, T10, but it'd be 5s anyway.
It's strength. Oh no, it's only strength 4.
Oh, yeah, I'll be 6s. I only need 1 though.
No.
Yeah, unlucky.
Right.
I agree with that was a waste of a CP then, but oh well, it's fine.
And then I guess charge phase, and then I'll probably concede. So these guys need 7. That guy needs a 10. Or is it worth an 11? No, yeah, no, I'll go into the brute. Into the brute. 7. They do make it 10.
We want this.
No, I'll command reroll.
Yeah,
I've got
CP.
1 CP. No.
Yeah, that's okay. Alright.
Finish this combat and then I will concede. I can't. I needed to kill the Predator, and yeah. They're not great in combat, these guys. They're quite disappointing. So, 3 attacks each. 3, 6, 9, 12. I'll be interested to see what the ones with the weapons are like. So, hit on 4s. Again, hitting on 4s. What's that about? Strength 5.
Yep, so T4. So 3s. Just get full through.
And then no AP.
Okay, so yeah, it's 3 up. Standard Space Marine save. 2 go through. So just 2 damage, just 1 damage.
Just
each.
1 damage each, so he does.
So that would knock him down to 3.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Right.
I can't really do anything. Yeah, I mean, Azuman will probably survive, but realistically, I can't out objective you, can I? Let's face it.
Yeah, out of curiosity, I'll just see what will happen. I was going to roll a battle shock test to see whether these guys will be battle shocked next turn. I'll do my Predator, so on a 6 up. That would have been battle shocked. Mm-hmm. In my defence, I actually forgot to roll for that last turn because it was below half wound, and I completely forgot.
Wouldn't do anything to it though, would it?
Yeah, it wouldn't have made any practical difference. But yes,
would you have been able to use your Dark Apostle on it though?
I didn't use the Dark Apostle on it. So.
I thought you did.
No, it's just
you used the thing, didn't
the Dark
you?
Pact.
Yeah.
That's just a built-in ability all units have.
Ah, okay.
Not specific to the Dark Apostle, and the Dark Apostle himself, he would have passed.
Yeah.
But, yeah. But to be fair, you have more Rossi on there anyway. So, yeah. I would have scored 2-3 more points there for having Hellbrute all.
Maybe if I'd have got Azuman onto that objective.
Yeah, if Azuman had made that charge and probably cut the Dread in half.
And then if I'd have killed the
And possibly take the Predator out, you'd have been within with a shout then.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, it's not... There's no way.
So you were unlucky in the first couple of turns and it's just... You just didn't do enough damage to be able to pull that.
From there, didn't it? Like, I think if I'd have done well... I think my army was probably slightly stronger. I just didn't...
Yeah, you just didn't get the wounds.
Didn't get the wounds. But yeah, we'll come back and do a review of 10th edition, our first game of 10th edition. We will come back. Okay, Rob, good game.
Well played.
Yeah, nice introduction to 10th. Probably not the way I was hoping it would have played out, but them are the dice.
They are indeed.
Yeah, I mean, I think we got to see how 10th is going to play out a bit.
Yeah, I think we've got a good idea of the flow of the game and how the basic things work and how some of the new stratagems work quite well.
Yeah.
You know, some interesting things there.
So things I do like, just based on this playthrough, because that's all we've got to base it on. I really like the keywords. I think the keywords, although I was saying to Rob before we started, they seem quite complicated, but once you get your head round them,
it's dead simple.
It simplifies the whole thing, and if all the armies share the same keywords, it makes playing competitively and against other armies a lot easier. So that's definitely a positive.
Yeah, it's much more clear and obvious what each unit can do.
Because when someone says, "Oh, my unit can do this," you instantly go, "Okay, yeah, I know what that is," rather than going, "What the hell does an AdMech blah 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 do?" Like, and there's so many fewer rules to learn. So that's really good. I love Devastating Wounds. Azuman.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Azuman, was just a boy. So I think that's really cool. You know, if you get someone into combat with Devastating Wounds, ignoring invulns is super fun. It's a way to sort of circumvent.
Because until he went in, those Terminators were extremely tough.
Yeah, Terminators seem strong. The only thing will be interesting is the points costs. This is what we can't, like. Terminators seem strong. I think Wraithguard seem weak, if I'm being honest. I don't like the changes to Wraithguard. Hitting on 4s, it's so swingy.
They're not as accurate, and say without the man's damage, they're much more vulnerable than they used to be.
And they're terrible in combat now.
Yeah,
so I don't see what they offer unless they're very cheap. And then,
I mean, I suppose you plonk them in the middle of the board and just be like, "Go on, then shoot me."
Yeah,
it would work quite well.
They're a bit like eradicators or eliminators, whichever they are. Eradicators, yeah. If you put them, you just put them in deep strike or strategic reserves, bring them out, obliterate. I mean, they could take down a knight potentially, and do that, because you remember the thing that's key that didn't work this match, but will do in the future for Craftworlds. Is I didn't have fate dice.
Yeah, no fate dice.
The fate dice would have eliminated a lot of those.
Yes. So a lot of the randomness and the misses would have been. You just gone, that's a 4, that hits, cool.
Yeah, so it would have made a huge difference. But Rob wasn't using his on the equal terms, so we didn't think it would be fair. But we will revisit Craftworlds once the proper points and books are out.
Everything.
Yeah. How do you feel about Psychic?
I don't really miss it, to be fair. It was, say, as a Chaos player, it was a bit of a pain in the butt trying to remember which buffs go on which character and where you're throwing all your buffs off, and having cards covering the table for all the different buffs you're throwing out. I mean, all that's gone now, and to be honest, this is just on the basis of one game. I haven't really missed it that much. It's nice just to be able to think like, yeah, cool, this guy does this, boom, it's done.
Yeah, I do like the simplification. But I think it loses a little bit of, I don't know, the psychic phase was a big phase for certain armies.
Some of the character of the army, I suppose.
The flavour. I will reserve judgment. It is a lot simpler, which I'm all on board for, and it probably streamlines the game a hell of a lot, because the psychic phase with some armies could be horrendous. But I'll be interested for Thousand Suns and Grey Knights how that plays out. I'm trying to think what else. I quite like the Battle Shock rules. I think they're probably an improvement over the previous. Well, let's face it, morale in ninth was just
kind of
irrelevant, wasn't it? Yeah, no, I think there's a lot of positive simplifications of the game based on what we've seen today. Cover is a lot simpler, consolidating, that sort of thing. They've just made it a bit easier for the general public to use, which I think is a good thing. So yeah, we'll I think by next time we make the next video, we should be in possession of everything really. So I'm hoping we can give it a good run out and see. But this was a nice taster.
Yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say fun. My dice rolls were obscenely bad. I'm excited to see the points cost just based on.
So you were saying arguably when we're looking at the lists like on the table afterwards, arguably you have the stronger army.
I think I did. So I'll be interested to see when we cost it up. What the difference will be. Obviously, you'll have a few more abilities or a few less abilities on certain units, but things like. So if I was to summarise my army quickly, I think Asyaman is incredible if you use him effectively. So I'd be interested to see what he's like. I think Farseer Skyrunners are a lot weaker than they were before. And they were like an MVP in the last edition.
Yeah, but you have to jump them forward, do a lot of psychic powers, and then jump them back again.
Yeah. So and they don't. They're terrible in combat. They're not good at shooting particularly, and the psychic is. I mean, they get guide, but
yeah, guide's not bad. I mean, your storm psychic power could do more damage, but I say you were kind of unlucky there.
Yeah,
in terms of
against infantry, it's probably really effective. But that's it. It's not. I mean, you could do some.
Yeah, to me that's kind of. I think that's more what they've aimed for in 10th edition. That everything has its niche.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's an anti-infantry vehicle. Anti-infantry. They've taken out lots of light infantry. Not so good against Space Marines here because obviously I'm all heavy infantry. Against something like Gene Steel Court, it'd be hilarious because wipe out entire units.
It'd tear them apart, wouldn't it? I'll be really interested to see what Wraith Guard are costed at, because I think they were 200 points a unit last edition maybe. I mean, if they cost anything expensive, they just won't be. They won't be seen on a table because the two swing at four hitting on fours. I know you've got fate dice, but they'll be way too swingy.
Hitting on fours, and yeah, you're a ton of strength, but on D6
but
damage.
Glass cannon, one turn, put them on, they die. Not very good in combat. So it'll be interesting. The ones with the weapons probably were the better ones to take last edition, but let's face it, Wraith constructs have been pretty poor for 2 editions now. So yeah, I'm intrigued now. We've sort of had a play with the new data sheets. I'm intrigued to see where GW takes it.
Yes, and I'm also enjoying the higher toughness on vehicles, being able to drive tanks out more and not have them immediately die.
I mean, it should have immediately died, but the Fire Prism missing both hits and rerolls was just.
Yeah, just to be fair, it was just the fact that there was only one real threat against it on the board. Because basically the tanks have their own little separate fight, like separate from everybody else.
And let's face it, the Fire Prisms shouldn't have lost.
Yeah,
I'm excited about the Fire Prisms actually. I think the stat line's insane. Like, it's nuts.
Yeah, if you'd had 2 of them sitting at the battle, they'd 5-4 shots would be pretty sure would have been done.
Yeah, but again, it comes down to cost. Yeah. So that's
potentially it's like 400 points of Fire Prisms to kill a 200 to make 150 point tank.
Yeah, no, I think it's such a cool model though, and the concept of like the linking shots is great. So yeah, I'm curious about the points. I'm excited for 10th. I think 9th moved in the right direction, but it was just sort of a slight evolution. I like where this is going. So
yes, it does feel like they've ratcheted down the killiness a little. So yeah, things do seem to be lasting a bit longer.
Yeah, that was the biggest problem with 9th. It was. The AP and the damage just got out of control, didn't it? It was everything. it snowballed and by the end of the edition, anything just could do ridiculous amounts of damage. So
it just got to the point that anything could kill anything, so everyone was just hiding behind buildings.
So it's a good thing. We'll play more. We'll have a little review once we've played a few games. But yeah, it's exciting. And I'm looking forward to more Tyranids on the board. So, if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe to the video, and we will be back very soon with a new one.